So let's get into our financial flow. 5 ways you block your blessing. Okay. Negative talk about money. That is the number one thing. Why? Because when you say things like, I don't have, or I can't, or this is never going to happen for me. I can't see how I'm going to get this money up. Bills, 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 bills. Oh my goodness. Like when you have that kind of mindset, look at it like this. If you have a best friend, a human best friend, right? And you talk to them like they are less than. You talk to them like they are trash. You talk to them just, off the wall, just, oh, you're disgusting. Oh, you never have time for me. Oh, if you're just a negative Nancy the whole time you have that friend, is that friend going to come back? Is that friend going to want to be around you? No. That same thing with money. When you talk to money on a lower level, as if it doesn't serve you any purpose, or, it's a scarcity of it and things like that, it's not going to keep coming back. It's going to be harder and harder to get because you're talking about it in a negative way. So you should always say that, money is in abundance. Money, brings me joy. I love money. You can say that, not worship it. But I love to have money. I love to have money in my bank. I love to have money in my wallet. I love to have money in my purse. I love to have money in my safe. I love to have money wherever you love to have money at. That's how you need to start talking to it. Money loves me. Money feels like I am responsible and I can handle it and I can multiply it. I can grow it. I can serve others. You can do so much more with money than you can without. Okay. So you need to remember that and get that negative talk about money out of your head. Invalidating your money manifestation. And this is a huge one. You ask for a financial increase. Then you get a bonus at your job. Instead of you saying or acknowledging that you manifested that bonus, you will say, well, hell, I worked all those hours. I put in the time. I did this. I did that. It's just that instead of having a really great outlook on it and saying, oh my gosh, I asked for this increase and I did what I was supposed to do, treated people right, and look at me, I have a bonus. 2 different things. Like people will just say, oh, it's a check, I was supposed to get it. Or you knew that person and that's why they gave you X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you receive the manifestation, how you acknowledge the manifestation. Okay. So we need to get out of our heads again that you have to have a physical validation for you to receive your blessing. Sometimes it'll just come out of nowhere. Literally, you'll get a check in the mail. You'll get a random Cash App or a Venmo payment. You'll get a really big tip, or like I said, a bonus at work. It comes in different ways. It comes in different forms. And if you are not ready to accept all the different forms it can come in, then you're going to have a huge problem after this course. Okay. So I was just talking about, holding on to money. So if you're hoarding, you're hiding, or you're holding on to money, that means you have a scarcity mindset. That means you feel like it's going to run out. That means you feel like you're not going to be able to make it again. Like it's just certain things that you cannot do. Having a lack of or poverty mindset is not going to work if you're trying to basically manifest abundance. They conflict. You can't manifest abundance and live in lack or live in poverty or have that mindset of scarcity, like there isn't enough to go around. There's more than enough money to go around. More than enough. So if you're sitting here and you're hoarding money, you're hiding money. If you're hiding money, that means you feel like something is going to happen to it. And the more energy you put out like that, something's going to happen. Somebody's going to take it from me. I'm going to end up messing it up. I'm going to end up spending it. The more you do that, the more you're telling the universe, I can't handle it. I can't be responsible of money because, something's going to happen to it. So I just have to hold on to what I have. And if you have a closed fist, there's no way. If this is money and my fist is closed because I'm holding on to the money that I already have, how can I receive any more? You can't. You have to have an open hand. You have to be like, okay, I have money, but I'm not going to hoard it. If somebody needs it, I'll give it to them. If somebody is in need or whatever, I'm going to give it to them happily, knowing that I will get more because my hand is open. I will receive more. So we'll talk about it a little later. So if you are hiding, hoarding, or, holding on to money, you just stop. Okay. It's currency. It has to move. It has to move. It has to move. I need you to understand money has to move. Okay. Another thing is, like I was just saying, having a scarcity mindset. If you are too worried about what you do not have, if you are emitting, whatever, if you are releasing that energy of not having enough, you're going to get more of not having enough. Your bank account going to the negative $20, you get all upset and you're doing all the wrong things, it's going to go into the negative $200 and keep going. It just amplifies whatever energy you're giving it. So if you have a scarcity mindset, you receiving a financial blessing it's either not going to happen, or it's going to happen and you're going to run through it and not know what to do with it because you're used to being at zero. If you're used to being at zero, then guess what? Anytime you get above zero, you start to feel uncomfortable and you're going to do whatever it takes to run through your money so you can be back at zero. You love the struggle. Okay? We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing it. We're not loving the struggle anymore. We're not loving it anymore. Okay? We want to be in abundance. We want to be in abundance. We want to be in abundance. I live in abundance. My life is abundant. My lifestyle is abundant. My money is abundant. Everything about me and my family and my friends is abundance. We operate in abundance. So you have to get rid of your scarcity mindset. And amplifying micro costs. And this is huge. You worry about, you have a deciding factor if you're going to get something or not because of $1 or $2. You get, listen, I did it too, a lot. You will be at the grocery store and you will put the meat back that costs $22 to get the pack of meat that costs $19, a $3 difference. But a $22 meat look better, has more weight to it, whatever. But no, you're going to get the skimpy meat to save $3. No. If you are a person who resides in abundance, if you live in abundance, why are you worried about $3? $3 is going to come and go multiple times over. So you don't have to worry about those $3, honey. Just pick up the meat, the one that you want. Get what you want. Okay? This is how we operate. Get what we want, because the universe, it supplies everything that we need, everything that we want, everything we desire. So there is no lack. So you can go ahead and pick up the $22 meat and stop worrying about those $3. Okay?